Right, so we've only done Brothers Grimm, so what else is new?
Elizabethtown.
I thought you'd forgotten that.
Maria Vallo. Elizabethtown. New movie by Cameron Crowe. Now, see, I've liked Cameron Crowe a lot in the past.
Don't take it personally again.
No, I'm not going to take it personally. Everything that I've said is wrong with Brothers Grimm is but naught in comparison with Elizabethtown. Now, Cameron Crowe, script for Fast Times at Ridgemont High, great, Say Anything, good. Jerry Maguire, liked it, fine. Even You Had Me at Hello, got away with that. Really liked Almost Famous, and he's a really nice guy and a really good writer, and he understands rock music. But okay. Elizabethtown is described in its press notes as a uniquely crafted comedy set in the key of life, a life-affirming comic fable that takes on matters of life and death in a surprisingly heartfelt way. And it's a film which asks the question of, how do you say goodbye to someone you've hardly said hello to? Now, if you're not already on the floor throwing your guts up, let me tell you about the story of Elizabethtown. It stars Orlando Bloom, the huge acting talent that is Mr. Orlando Bloom, the Donny Osmond of his generation, only without the teeth, or indeed the talent, the pretty boy who we cast because loads and loads of young girls find him fabulously unthreatening and want to take him home to mother him, and all the studios want to get their hands on those person's pocket money. So Orlando has a crisis. Everything's really bad. Terrible things happen at work. He has to get on an airplane to go home because his father's died. He doesn't really know his father, but his father's died. On the plane, he meets Kirsten Dunst, who's a perky air stewardess.
She's going out with Spider-Man, though.
She may be, but this is a different film now, isn't it?
She's spoken for.
In the real world or in the world of movies?
No, just last film I saw.
Well, honestly, it doesn't matter because she's got so much life-affirming good. She's the film's messenger of love, according to the notes.
She's going out with Paul Bettany, isn't she?
Is she?
Oh, no, in the movies.
In the movies, yeah. Well, in this particular movie, she's just going out with life and love and the spirit of joie de vivre.
You get bored with that.
And she decides, in that way that air hostesses often do, to befriend this whey-faced little twit on the plane and make sure that, in fact, he goes on a journey, a spiritual journey, a journey in which he'll discover all the things about himself that have been thrown aside as he goes to oversee the memorial service for the father that he never really knew.
Why have you gone all camp again?
Because it's really hard to talk about Elizabethtown.
You're mincing your way through this
I'm
review.
trying not to swear, actually. And she draws him a map of how to discover not only where the place is, but where the place in his heart is. She's so quirky and perky and absolutely full of sparkle and vim and vigour. And he discovers that although he didn't really know his family, his mother is suffering very badly. And she's played by Susan Sarandon. There is a moment in the film which Susan Sarandon demonstrates how her life-affirming joie de vivre has overcome the tragedy of the film by tap dancing at her dearly beloved's memorial service, at which point it was all I could do to stop from standing up and shouting, "Stewardess! The bath bag, please!" You expect oxygen masks to drop down from the ceiling and people to be carried out on stretchers following the red lights, taking them to the nearest exit. Because there's a thing in Problem Child 2 when there's a bunch of kids on a carousel, right? And one of them starts being sick. And because one of them starts being sick, the one behind starts being sick. And suddenly there's this sea of spew that literally splatters around, and people are swimming in. It was like that. I was swimming up the aisle of vom as the sugary confection of life-affirming schmaltz and general bonhomie, and actually, if we were all just a little bit more quirky, a little bit more whimsical, everything would be right. It was like, shut up, Cameron, you can't do this. It's horrible. He can't act, she's really annoying, and you are letting the side down. And pains me because I like Cameron Crowe.
You've been in enough pain this week.
I have. Believe me, the pain of Elizabethtown was just, and it's gone straight in there. It's up there with Revolver and Gus Van Sant's Last Days as, how much does it stink? More than a very stinky thing indeed.